Good morning, welcome back to the 5-minute limit. Today we're going to continue on the mimer, and the Rebbe wants to bring something that's new and different with regard to the wording that's used by the Alter Rebbe or by the Tzemach Tzedek, but the Alter Rebbe approved of it anyhow. So he says, Bal Asakim and Yeshvei Oyalim, which is plural. Now, Bal Asakim makes sense because Asek, there's multiple businesses. Also, it's Lashon Rabbim. Asek is the idea of Lashon Rabbim. But Yeshiv Oyel, someone who learns Torah. Torah is one, so there's no plurality in Torah. It's all one Torah. So that's the diuk the Rebbe wants to focus on, and the Rebbe then takes from Yaakov Avinu. Yaakov says Yeshiv. It says by Yaakov Yeshiv Oyalim. Plural. So we see what is the two oyalim by Yaakov. You have the oil of Shem and the oil of Aver, the two different Torahs, which represent the two different Torahs of Torah Shebechsav and Torah Shebal Peh, the written Torah and the oral Torah. And with this, we see that, so you have these two different aspects of Torah. The Alter Rebbe, we see, uses the lashon like this: "B'negel l'tois habali asakim shebedatim she'ein yichayim l'spala kol kach k'moi hayoshvei oyalim." Like the mistake that's made by the working class, that they think that they don't need to daven as much as the yeshiv oyel, the person who sits and learns all day. So we see from the fact that the Alter Rebbe equates them to one another, the Baal Esakim to the Yeshiv Oyalim, we see that they are have the same purpose, and that is to obviously learn to daven. I knew. So just like the Baal Esakim, the kavana is even to someone who's busy, has lots of different stuff going on, or even a Baal Asek, a person in business who has just one job, one thing to do. He's a teacher. All he does is teach. So too, someone learning Torah, there's also people who have just Torah Shebechsav or Torah Shebal Peh. All they know how to do is read the words of the written Torah. It says that even a Ama'aret, someone who doesn't know how to learn, still makes a bracha on the Torah when called up to the Torah. So there's two different paths, and specifically Torah Shebal Peh, specifically when you say it in your own words. And of course you need a teacher, because that's the proper way to learn is with a teacher, with your teacher. Lashon harav yesh oid kama kama inyan shlei yisig adayim, because when you repeat the words of your teacher, there's things that you didn't yet understand, so you're repeating things that eventually you'll understand if you keep on learning the words of your teacher. However, when someone says themselves, makes it, just by themselves, not, they lose out that opportunity to understand what their teacher meant on a deeper level. So you have these two differences, with regard to Torah Shebechsav and Torah Shebal Peh. So too, the Rebbe wants to bring out here that when it comes to learning Chassidus, a person will say, in order to daven properly, I have to learn lots of Maimarim. I have to know a lot of Chassidus before I can daven. But however, someone who only knows one Maimer, maybe doesn't even know one Maimer, he could just read the words. He's not shaykh for davening. So the Rebbe comes specifically to say no. Just like by Torah Shebechsav and Torah Shebal Peh. And that's why the Alter Rebbe says, Oyalim, right? Yeshvei Oyalim. And what's the diuk the Rebbe is learning out? The Rebbe is learning out, we can learn from this, that even someone who only sits in one tent, only knows how to read the mimer, maybe doesn't even understand it, he too has to daven, and a person shouldn't wait, I'm going to learn lots of mimer and Chassidus, and then I'll be able to understand Chassidus and daven the way it has to be. And the Rebbe ends off with the Ma'amar Chazal, Kol Omer Ein Li Ela Torah. Someone says, I only have Torah, even Torah he doesn't have. And same thing by Tefillah, by davening. Someone says, I have only davening. No, even that he doesn't have. All people, Yeshiv Oyalim, and have to learn. Chaim.